All right, officials with the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction are speaking out about the loss of COVID relief dollars and how that's hurting local schools.
And it's not just local schools. All North Carolina districts are feeling the effects from the loss of elementary and secondary schools' emergency relief funds.
News 13's Ed DiOrio has more on what the NCDPI is going to do to help out.
For weeks, we've been following the impact left by the COVID relief funds from the federal government and the hole that has left in local school districts' budgets. But it's not just happening here in Western North Carolina, it's happening across the state. And that's why those with the NCDPI spoke with News 13 for the first time today. And they're saying that while they may not be able to help with the money side of things, they are trying their best to help with the impact potentially of program and staff cuts. Nobody knew how many rounds of ESSER funds North Carolina schools would receive when the pandemic started.
We weren't aware that, there would be an ESSER 2 and an ESSER 3 iteration at that specific point.
And it led to a historic amount of relief dollars.
The infusion of federal ESSER funds is probably the largest infusion of federal funding that we have seen in our lifetime, and it may be the largest infusion of federal funding that we ever see.
And those dollars helped hundreds of districts in the state provide new positions and more staff for programs.
What ESSER enabled districts to do is to pay a little bit more for these extended day programs than maybe they would have been able to do if they hadn't had ESSER.
But now those funds are gone after this school year.
In most cases, districts are going to have to make difficult decisions about what to cut and what to sustain.
That's where the NCDPI is doing its best to step in. Since March, the state has hosted seminars and other initiatives to strategically look at how schools, based on their enrollment, can still offer programs that are yielding positive results from students.
Just trying to give them different strategies that don't necessarily require them to go to their county commissioners. This is really a great time for districts to take stock of what's working and what hasn't been working that maybe they're previously funding prior to ESSER.
State officials added that adjusting is nothing new for Tar Heel districts.
Our state ranks as one of the highest in the nation in terms of recovery. And I think that's because of all the hard work our districts have done and really trying to understand what's working for the kids.
For more information and statistics that the NCDPI has been keeping in regards to the loss of ESSER funding, we'll have those on our website, WLOS.com. In Buncombe County, Ed DiOrio, News 13.